who had signed up for it. So it actually went into a lottery. But what we found was that there was actually another barrier, and that was of housing finance. Traditional banks were just unwilling and not interested to provide loans to these customers, and especially to informal sector low-income customers. And it's because they didn't have the paperwork, and that's an all too familiar story for especially those who were working in microfinance. But these customers who could be able to buy these homes couldn't even access microfinance for this because the size of the loan ticket was too big for microfinance in India. And at the same time, traditional banks were not willing to serve them. So they were really falling in a gap in the middle. So that's when we decided to address this problem by developing a model for low-income, housing finance. And we took up different tenets of the microfinance model in terms of doing the credit assessment and actually incubated the first company to do that. And we thought, okay, so we've solved housing finance and housing supply. Market's going to just take off. But then there came questions on impact. So we then had to launch a customer study to understand what the real impact was of these homes, who was buying them, who was moving into them. Then another barrier around government emerged, and that's really the barrier that we've been working on in the last year, because government approvals are a big hindrance to really this market scaling and for having more people enter the market and for more housing supply to come on in a timely manner. So just really our experience in housing showed us that just working with one firm on one business model wasn't enough. We really didn't set out to become industry facilitators, as we talk about in the report, but actually stepped into that role because of the different barriers that we kept seeing emerging from that market and because we were committed to getting that solution to scale. So similarly, when we